Don't throw those peels away. Use those peels. Make a homemade cleaner. I'm going to show you how. Here is one of my jars of citrus cleaning product. You can use lemon peels, orange peels, grapefruit peels. This one I just put just some white vinegar in. So I filled this jar up with orange peels. It was probably only about halfway full the first time. I had grandkids over and we ate several oranges, and it was probably about half full. And I covered that with white vinegar. And then, I don't know, a week or so later, we ate some more oranges. I put more in it and filled it further up with white vinegar. So that's a good cleaning product right there. You can strain this now and put it in a spray bottle, or you can just strain it out, put it back in the jar, and use it. That's what I do. I'm fixing to strain this and use some of it. I'd say I use about 3 tablespoons in about a half a sink of hot water to mop with. Now, sometimes I put other stuff in there too in my mop water. I'll fill my sink about half full and put about 3 tablespoons of this in there, and then a little bit of Dr. Bronner's. If I've mopped on a Saturday and then maybe on a Wednesday I'm mopping again already, I might just use a little bit of this, just for a quick mop. But anyway, it makes a very good cleaning product. I like the lemon smell, so I always do lemons in one, and I feel like the lemon cuts really well, cuts grease really well. So I separate those. I keep mine separate. I'll use oranges in one and lemons in another, and now I have mixed them. If I didn't have enough to start a jar, I might mix them sometimes. But anyway, this one is ready to be poured up, and so I'm going to strain that out and probably just put it back in this jar because I mostly use this for mopping. Lemon one, and I will put this in a spray bottle and use that more for cleaning countertops and things like that. And those have been down there now 2 months, and I have used a little out and filled it back up a couple of times, but it's time. They've been there so long, it's time to just strain them out and start another one. So, and I do have some lemons right now, so that's one reason I want to get this one out and get it poured up in a spray bottle so I can start some more. But I keep those under my sink, and usually I probably would at least let it sit 30 days before I used it, so it's got the good strong, steeped for a while. Okay, there is my strained orange cleaner, orange vinegar. Now, like I said, you could also make this from scratch, vinegar from scratch. You could put these in there. You could put a little sugar, I don't know, about maybe a half a cup of sugar, and then water, and let that sit in a cool, dark place for, I think, like 30 days, and it would make its own vinegar, actually. And you could do that, but this time I didn't. I just poured white vinegar in there. So anyway, so I make good floral vinegars, and they are vinegar. But I just feel like this was a little stronger with the white vinegar. So, personal choice. And definitely, if you don't have any vinegar, go ahead and put the sugar in the water and make your own, and it will still be a great cleaner. But there you go. That's what I have. I have that. Wrong lid. I'll just put this lid on it and put it back down there, and use that for cleaning. I could put it in a spray bottle for any cleaning. This is all-purpose cleaner. You can use that for about any cleaning that you do. Like I said, I like the lemon better for cutting grease and things like that, but this will too. It's still all citrus, and any of the citrus is just a good cleaner and will do the same job I feel like the lemon for me, either maybe just because I like the smell better or because I feel like it cuts the grease better. I don't know. But either way, don't let those go to waste. Use them. You can also use apple peels and make your own apple cider vinegar by putting the sugar and water on apple peels. If these were apple peels, I could fill that up with water and put the sugar in there and let that sit and make apple cider vinegar. So don't let any of those peels go to waste. And then after you have used those peels as long as you can throw those in the compost. This is my compost bucket. I keep that under the sink too and throw compost in it till it's full and then run it out to the compost pile. So don't forget, when you're done making your vinegar, put your extras in your leftovers in the compost pile. I'll show you something here, what mop I use. That kind of mop, you can use it for dust mop or wet mop. I just use it for wet mop because I like to sweep. So I don't really use it for a dust mop, I use it for wet mop. But you could use it for dust mop. And they're really good, and they have these go on them. You can buy extras of these and have on hand. And I've been using these for years. This is my second one, but I've probably been using this for 20 years. And this is my second one. But I have about probably 8 of the pads that go on them. And that's all there is to it. Right there. But it turns, you can turn it sideways and every way and get way up in little spots like that. I'll show after I get done, after it gets dry. You can see where I've mopped over there and where I haven't. And this orange just does a great job. Just a good clean feel to it. But I also love this mop. It swivels all around, and like I said, can get up in under things good. Gets right up beside stuff. Good mop. I love this mop. And you can throw that mop head in the washing machine and they will last for a long time. I probably have only threw away a couple of these in the 20 years. They're only a couple dollars a piece, so that's a pretty good deal. I am not getting paid by this mop company to say this, but it is a very good mop and I love it. Mr. Clean. Someone from there did see this video and wanted to send me a new mop and a few new mop heads. That would be awesome, because like I said, about 20 years I've only been through 2 of them, but I did break a hole in the top of this one. The top broke off recently, which is no big deal. I still use it and still mop with it, but you know, yeah, if they wanted to send me a new one for recommending them, that would be awesome. So there's my nice clean floors. They feel clean, they look clean, they smell clean. Thank y'all for watching. Give us a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Comment and tell me what kind of mop you use and how many of those have you been through and what do you clean your floors with. So I'm starting a new batch. I put my lemon peels that I just had, cut the ends off and the outer parts off, and I put the lemon, just the inside pieces, in my glass I'm fixing to make me some lemonade with. So I put the peels in the jar. I take my white vinegar, pour just a little bit on that. Don't have to be that full, just enough to cover those peels until you get more. And then as you get more peels, you add a little more, and you just make sure you keep enough in there to cover those peels until you get a full jar, and let that sit for at least 30 days, I'd say. You can use some of it, strain some of it out, and add more vinegar and more peels and keep it going. Simple, easy, cheap household cleaner.